Alright, so just got to the gym. This is going to be my first dunk session, first full dunk session on this 10-1 hoop since being home for the summer. And this is going to be a hoop that I'm going to be working on a lot more as I'm home, because this is just the hoop that's at the gym here. And it's been the hoop that's been the most difficult for me to actually land dunks on consistently. So I'm going to be working on this one more in the videos that you guys will see coming up. But I just picked up this Celsius as my pre-workout. I usually don't take like a pre-workout supplement or anything, but I really like the taste of these, and has 200 milligrams of caffeine for an energy drink, so not bad. So we're gonna finish this, head into the gym, and then start dunking. All right, so before I start this dunk session, I wanted to just kind of address the types of training I'm gonna be moving into following this more of like a heavy strength phase I'm in right now, I guess you can call it. So I'm gonna be working in more contrast training. I'm gonna be working more speed lifts, more sprinting, plyometrics, more jumping, which is similar to what I was doing this time last year. So I looked at the videos I was posting at this time last year, and I actually went to a deload week of the Dan John Easy Strength routine that I was doing at this time last year. But instead of going straight into that deload week, I'm just going to start to work in more plyometric sprinting and just really push the speed and more explosive type of stuff moving into this next phase, I guess. Like I said, I don't really want to call it a phase. It's just this stuff I'm going to be doing from now on, or the stuff you guys will be seeing in the next video. So that's the type of stuff I'm going to be doing. And something else I wanted to address was the 1 year dunk progress video. I know I said, you know, like when you reach the goal, you reach the goal, and you know what more is there to the goal. And I still think that's true. I still think, you know, when you reach the goal, you reach the goal, and that doesn't mean you can't reach another goal, you can't push towards another goal, or that you still can't enjoy the thing that you're doing that got you started doing what you were doing in the first place. So, you know, that's why I'm still doing this stuff, and I still enjoy it, and I still want to keep pushing myself physically and mentally. So that's what you guys are going to see, like newer content coming with the live stream that I just posted, and other types of videos coming up. So just wanted to address that, but I'm going to start warming up and then get into the dunk session. I just finished up the first part of the warm-up with 7-way hips. Now I'm going to do some more jumping and then get into dunking. Okay, so I want to do commentary over this entire dunk session just because it was my first dunk session back, and really there wasn't a lot to this dunk session that happened in terms of like making any new dunks or anything. But for this first dunk session back on this 10-1 hoop, like I said, I haven't done a full session on this hoop in a while, so I felt really off. I felt like I wasn't fast as I know I have been dunking on this hoop, and I just felt like my landings were a little off. I just felt like everything was a little off in terms of timing, landing, speed. I just feel like I'm not in dunking shape, or I feel like since I haven't dunked in a while that everything's just a little bit off. So I think as I work back into the speed phase like I was talking about earlier in this video, I think you guys are going to start to see, you know, the same type of dunks that I was hitting, you know, this time, or not even this time. I wasn't even hitting my best dunks at this time last year. So what I want to try to do is actually work up to hitting dunks that I was hitting later last year and start making them earlier this year. So I want to see if working in the speed explosive phase can actually help me do that. So that way, you know, in the next couple videos, hopefully I'll be hitting dunks on this rim pretty easily, because there were a few jumps in this dunk session where I felt like I could have easily landed the dunks. I just, again, mistimed, didn't catch the ball, whatever happened, happened, didn't make the dunks. But either way, I feel like I was jumping high enough to actually dunk, but I just feel like I need to get back into the rhythm and just continue doing these dunk sessions consistently, and just keep working back to, you know, dunking on this hoop, especially because this is a 10-1 rim. So I feel like when I'm dunking on this hoop, or at least when I was dunking on this hoop fairly consistently, still never dunked on this hoop consistently like I have been on 9-9 or 9-10. But when I was dunking better on this hoop, I felt like that's when, you know, that was when I felt like I couldn't it was hard to miss on a 9-10 hoop, or if a rim was a little bit low, it was hard to miss on those hoops. So I want to get back to dunking really consistently on this 10-1 hoop, so that way, I'll know at that point I'm moving back up to like an optimal level in terms of athleticism, jumping, explosiveness, speed. But again, I just feel like I was pretty slow in this dunk session. That's why I missed a lot of these dunks. But again, it's a sign that I still have progress to make, and I think it's gonna kind of push me to go beyond where I was at any point last year. So that's pretty much a wrap of this dunk session. Just wanted to put some commentary over this because again, wasn't too exciting in terms of the dunks that I read in terms of making any spectacular dunks or anything like that. So just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a summary with some comments. Alright, so I just got back from the gym. Just wanted to kind of give you guys a brief recap of how that dunk session went. So it wasn't too bad. I felt like I definitely jumped high enough to get a couple of those dunks, or maybe even more, but I just feel like I need to keep practicing on that 10-1 hoop since I haven't for a while. That's usually the hoop that I'll work on more when I'm home for the summer. So I just feel like I need to get back to, again, just getting my timing down, pushing myself to dunk on that hoop, which is a hoop I haven't been consistent with. A hoop and court I'll usually try to avoid if I can, or go to a different hoop that's a little bit nicer. But I feel like if I actually work on that hoop and just get into more explosive stuff, which you guys will be seeing in the next videos, then I think I'll be dunking pretty easily again soon. So stay tuned for those videos. I'll see you guys in the next one.